In next sections, uh, if I want to using uh, this pages, if I want to let the pages using uh, use client, this is uh, possible. React pages function using use client. Only if you are using React Server component. we needed load the ffmpeg. So ffmpeg and the WASM. Need to see his documentation. Okay. Documentation. Overview. Introduction. How to installation. If you want to installation, you can coding like this, and we need to load the source. So set the road. So we need to try load ffmpeg. Wait a minute. How do you try? Try catch. Okay, at least. And we go back to our documentation. And this need to define the URL for the ffmpeg. I just copy and paste. Set the loading status. Is using a status to record does this ffmpeg is defined correctly, but we don't have this in instance. So we have the debug info, and we define this debug info, set debug info information that is become uh, load ffmpeg success await. So the load function is a sync function. Okay, I know how to define the sync function in TypeScript. Guide to a sync. Wait, just look the example. You need to render this green. Right? I mean, watching tutorial. Mm,
那贝贝是我的还是你的？
嗯，
我的贝贝，贝贝买啥贝啊？
那我的，
没有，狗狗是我的。
我的，
你是去哪边去啊？去边呀？那边去哎？
那我的，
你已经离开它了，离开狗狗了，你忘记了？
嗯，
啊？你忘记你离开它吗？
嗯，
嗯，
没有啊，
有啊，啊是小姑姑讲你们有要锁，车有要锁吗？影响到人锁无？啊？
有些人会说，嗯，
我讲有人在看住。啊，对，你对了。
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and anything related.
After you uploaded your files, you can choose the format that
to this, and then instead of video URL, we'll say this is audio URL, and this is going to be an audio source now, and then we need an audio ref. So that's and here, what we can say is on log. So we can listen to on log, and we can listen to progress. So anytime something changes, we can listen to it, and anytime we log something, we can listen to it. So I'll grab message out of this, and then we can play around with our message. For now, I'm just console logging it. The exact thing here, probably an object or whatever it comes with. Comes with. The next thing I want to do here is I will load ffmpeg. So I can't spell for some reason. So say await ffmpeg load. And essentially to load this, we need to pass two things. We need to pass our core URL, and we also need to pass for our core URL, we can't to do is I would need to do this for some. This is not ffmpeg blob util, but it's going to be under at ffmpeg util. So under the util package, we should have to blob URL. And for this is supposed to be ffmpeg core.js, and it's going to be text JavaScript. So this is the type of blob we're expecting to get here. And for this, we're going to say ffmpeg. Next thing here is we set our status, right? Or set our status, and you set just so that here is anytime we call this, this is going to initialize or load ffmpeg. We're going to go back to our page, inspect the and why everything, and that we're not getting any errors. So it doesn't this file saves the video file. The next thing we might want to do the video a button. So we need some sort of button to display our video file. So we'll say we to right the button or status is equal to loading, then we want it disabled. Status anything, is there any style we need to change? Not to worry about it for now. For convert button name or not, settle div you would not visit. I want to make to say the have the video here. Proper fitness or the URL. So I'm going to say on the reason I'm going to say ffmpeg, and it's going to be the value of our current ref. We stored ffmpeg in our use ref here. So we're going to say ffmpeg or ff file the name. So this is going to get this as an input for ffmpeg. And now we want to this time we want to read for the grab. But if we were to view this, also let's set our status. At the beginning we set right. We need going to actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set video URL to this. So we're going to HTML to say element and this. So I'm going to say video ref, and this is a HTML video element. And what I'm going to come here and do is I'm going to say this references this. And let's make this a little bit nicer, the HTML5 standard. So we'll say this, the video tag in case grab message out of this. And then here, next thing I want, so compare, load this, we also need to, right, to bring for wasm URL. We're going to correct it. They're both wrong. Import this is not ffmpeg blob util, but it's going to be under at ffmpeg util. So under the util package, we should have to blob URL and going to be we set our loaded. Let's set our in. The other thing is we want to exactly what say our status is. Well, you time we call this is going to initialize or load ffmpeg. We're going to go back to our page, inspect element, go to our console and just refresh. So, and while we're refreshing is in, and that we're not getting any errors. So it doesn't this file gives the would be some sort of button to so say convert this button on click. So disable. I want to handle what happens when someone clicks on this button, right? And for status, before we do that, let's create everything we need here. And this is just so that when we disable anything, is there any style we need to change? Not to worry about it for now. For now, what I want to do is I want to convert to MP4. So right now we're seeing this convert button, which means like you can click this and you might run into an unless there is something to take this whole div. If I don't, whenever we click on it, ideally I wouldn't want people to click on it multiple times because if ffmpeg is already running, I want to make sure that people don't click on it again. So what disabled state, people just click on the video file we need to pass. I'm going to dump blowout. Then we have error null, and here what I want to do is I'm going to grab the video URL. So I'm going to say if there is no video, then we say no video selected. But at the end of this conversion phase, I'm going to set video to null. And the reason I want to do that is so that I want to do, and then we can call ffmpeg. So right here, I'm going to say ffmpeg, and it's going to be the value of our current ref. We stored ffmpeg in our use ref here. So we're going to say ffmpeg is this, and then we're going to check. If ffmpeg is not loaded, we throw error ffmpeg not loaded or initialized. And then the other thing we want to do is our input file, ffmpegwasm has a way that we need what we want to do. And file, so it found it, and just make sure it's correct. So fetch file, and we're going to give it that video. So this is going to get this as an input for ffmpeg. ffmpeg is going to know this input based on the name, and we can pass it to anything, anywhere we want to use it. So the conversion, for conversion, we're going to, let's have our output. For now, we know that our output will always be MP4. So I'll just say output.mp4, but we can always change it. And then to run ffmpeg, all we need to do is ffmpeg execute, exec for short, and execute expects us to pass argument an array. So we pass in an array of all the arguments we want to do. So just because we are testing, one of the first arguments I'm going to pass is time. I want to shorten this into right here. I'm going to say ffmpeg, and it's going to be the value of our current ref. We stored ffmpeg in our use ref here. So we're going to say ffmpeg is this, and then we're going to check. If ffmpeg is not loaded, we throw error ffmpeg not loaded or initialized. And then the other thing we want to do is our input file, ffmpegwasm, has a way that we need to reference or write our input file. So for our input file, what we want to do is we want to wait and say ffmpeg.write file. And in this case, we're going to give it our file name. So our video is a file. It's going to have a name. And instead of passing this, we're also going to use another method called fetch file. And it's also in the util, so it found it. And just make sure it's correct. So fetch file, and we're going to give it that video. So this is going to get this as an input. for ffmpeg. ffmpeg is going to know this input based on the name, and we can pass it to anything, anywhere we want to.
Hello, what's up?
Use it.
Hello.
Oh, hello, man. How are you?
I'm write the React to do my own website.
Oh, are you busy making a website right now?
Yeah,
Or that's the plan? Oh,
but my
nice.
English is bad, so it's not yes
Where you from
convenient.
though? Hmm?
My country.
Yeah. Your
Oh
country,
yeah,
where you from?
I'm from the
Yeah.
Taiwan.
Oh, Taiwan.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty far. That's pretty far. I mean, your English is pretty good. It's understandable, right? So, what
Singapore.
are you currently? Yeah.
Okay, is bad. It's good country. I like it.
Oh, nice, nice. I wanna visit Taiwan once, once I start earning money. Eventually, hopefully. Yeah. So I want to ask, like, what language do you guys speak there in Taiwan? Do you guys speak Mandarin or is it your own language?
Uh, you 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 mean Taiwan speak what's the language?
Yeah.
Mandarin and the local
Oh,
local
nice,
language
nice. Oh,
like
nice,
Fukan
nice.
Fukan.
Oh, Fukan. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I'm from South Africa, by the way.
South Africa.
It's like, yeah, it's like on the other side of the world. It's in Africa, basically. The south of Africa. Yeah, yeah.
And
So, what are you currently working on? Are you trying to make a website? Is it like a personal website or a website for your business?
so
Or
I
is it more
want
of like
to
a site? Yeah.
make the video part because some video had a silence part. So I want to make a
Uh-huh.
website can auto cut the silence part.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's pretty dope. Okay, so you wanna make like an app that edits videos and removes those silent parts. Oh,
right.
that's really nice. Oh, what tech stacks are you using to like make that app? Are you using JavaScript, what, or are you using?
JavaScript and using React framework.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How far are you on it so far? Are you starting off with it or are you like already deep into it? Almost done.
Um. You mean what is this project? Maybe spend how much time?
No, I said how far are you with what's the thing called building this app? Have you started with it?
So sorry.
Mm. Yeah.
So the conversion, for conversion, we're going to, let's have our output. For now, we know that our output will always be MP4. So I'll just say output MP4, but we can always change it. And then to run ffmpeg, all we need to do is ffmpeg execute, exec for short, and execute expects us to pass argument an array. So we pass in an array of all the arguments we want to do. So just because we're testing one of the first arguments I'm going to pass this time, I want to shorten this into a short time. And by short time, I mean I want this to be only 5 seconds, right? So just properly naming things. I want this to be 5 seconds and the input is going to be video name. And because we already wrote this file, we can already link it. It's going to find a file with video name. And once this is done, the next thing we want to do is we want to read our output file. So so we have pass our output file name. And for typing and consistency, we'll do this as uint array. And then for the MIME type, depending on what we want, can be dynamic. Right now we know it's MP4, so we don't need to worry too much about it. I'm just going to go straight and grab a URL for this. So we're going to create a
output requirements is equal to the output that MP4 the last time gen constant the output. So we don't need to care about it. And we'll be needing resource output. We need to loading this uploaded video file as unit by array. Output file and create the URL. Add object URL new bar the video before. Like this. Yeah. It's assigned to parameter.
The new blob
Parameter. Yeah. It's work. And we can use this URL to let it display in here.
URL, but this is almost correct. We want the buffer directly into the blob, and that's that. So at the end of this, we set video to null. But if we were to view this, also let's set our status. At the beginning, we set status to converting. So here we'll say success, and essentially this would convert, and this would have a URL. But we need to do something with the URL, right? We need to either watch the video, play the video somewhere, or display it for people to see. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create video URL. Let's say video URL, and it's going to be like a string. And essentially what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set video URL to this. But in order to do this, I also need to have like a video element. So we're going to come here and say if we have video URL, then let's display like maybe a video player, maybe a div. For now, I'm going to do a div. And yes, this looks okay, but I and yeah, Yes, this looks okay, but I want to have a ref for this so that we can always reference this. So I'm going to say video ref, and this is a HTML video element. And what I'm going to come here and do is I'm going to say this references this. And let's make this a little bit nicer, the HTML5 standard. So we'll say this is the source and whatnot, and this is going to pass a video URL. And as always, you can say your browser does not support the video tag in case you're using like an old browser or looking at this on your fridge, maybe. So we have this video URL, this is set, and what it means is we should be ready to go. So we have this set, we're setting our video URL, and yeah, let's give it a spin. So we choose a file, and set, and what it means is we should be ready to go. So we have this set, we're setting our video URL, and yeah, let's give it a spin. So we choose a file, .mov, we say convert, and we have an error. It says ffmpeg not loaded. So
one.
好无聊哎，
嗯，
我无聊哎，
但
想陪你讲话。
但
你为什么衣服被他弄成这样的？
嗯，
你现在带哪一件裤子去啊？
就先放着。
这，
嗯
你明天就不要偷偷摸摸这样，不要放进去了。
嗯，
哎，明天真的要骑车去啊？
对啊
啊，
对啊，
对啊，
就这样骑过去啊。
嘿嘿，
嗯
问你呀，你要骑呀？你要早点骑看看呢，那
嗯，
太晚了。
应该是可以。
不是，我也蛮怕他会半路。
this is where we say ffmpeg not loaded, which means load ffmpeg, something is wrong here. This is either not being called or something else. And I think I see the error. So we're doing all of this, we're instantiating ffmpeg and all of that, but we're not assigning ffmpeg to anything. So we're not assigning it to our ref that we initially created. And it's a quick fix. All we need to do is we need to say ffmpeg ref.current equals this, and that should fix that. So I'll go ahead and reload the page, select this, select the file, say convert, and we see that it's doing something in the screen. I've reduced that to 5 seconds, so 5 frames, and we have a video. So if we click on this, we see that it's playing. So that's essentially converting the MOV file to an MP4 file. We can save this, and we should be able to save this out. And if we look at this, 30 frames per second, it doesn't tell us if it's going to do essentially a similar method like convert to MP4. Nothing much is going to change except the format we're exporting to. So kind of the same thing. I could repurpose the first method to sort of do the same, but to change except 3. So it's going to be essentially a similar method like just something. So we're seeing something. So we have going to happen here is anytime we call this is going to initialize or load ffmpeg. We're going to, and what we need to do now is we come here and say on change. So anytime something happens here is we can select this file, we can select any file here, and like to believe that that file is loaded in our video. It's nice and simple. The next thing we want to do is we would want to load our ffmpeg. So when I say load our ffmpeg, what does it mean? ffmpeg, yes, we can go ahead and import it into our app, but if we go somewhere here in the documentation, and I'll go to docs, after installation, I think under usage, we see that we need to load it first, and then we have a second method that does whatever we want to do. So I'm going to create a method called load ffmpeg, and we would build as we go. So let's say load ffmpeg. I want it to be an async method. Essentially, I'll wrap this in a try catch and how to draw if we call load ffmpeg and we don't have any dependency person, so we're hoping this just happens. We want to set up ffmpeg. We know we want the base URL, and the base URL is kind of the same URL we already have here, so I could have just copied this URL. For some reason my cursor is not well. We want to say just we can also for what logs here, and we also need to pass the reason to blob URL. Now that's we're going to blob util, but it's going to be under at ffmpeg util to be ffmpeg. So the ffmpeg itself equals to want to do here is like if there's any error, we want to console log it, but we also want to set the error that we're getting sort of here, right? So we want to set, and I need to start serializing this or telling it exactly what error is. So undo this. There's an error. So our status is, well, you have an error. This, refresh. So, and why we're refreshing is to make sure that this use effect is being called and that we're loading everything and that we're not getting any errors. So it doesn't seem like there's any error. The next thing we want to do is when we select this file, we already have a method here that handles the file change and it saves the video file. The next thing we might want to do after saving that video file would be to actually need to display our video file. So we'll say we need a div. Not sure how big of a div we need. Just a div to essentially this here. This equals right, and that's just what this button is going to say. The other thing we might want to do here is our type is not submit, it's going to be actually button, type of button. And on click, so for disabled, we can do status, if our status is equal to converting or status is equal to loading, then we want it disabled. So that before seeing this convert button, which means like you can click this and you might run into an error if there's something or not. I don't want to show this button unless there is it would be I could take this whole so I'm going ahead to select the video and we see the button. The other thing I want to do is whenever we click on it, I ideally I wouldn't want people to click on it multiple times because if ffmpeg is already running, I want to make sure that people, if it's selected, ideally I wouldn't want people to click on it multiple times because if ffmpeg is already running,
Ni hao ma.
Hello, 你好.
Oh, you're Chinese.
Chinese.
Oh, what is your native language? Hey, mate. Do you know Chinese?
Chinese. Yeah, my Chinese name is Wang Hongming.
Oh, I'm from Russia. Nice to meet you. Super Wong? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, what are you developing?
I am trying to become a website.
Web Oh, web application.
Yeah,
Nice. What technologies do you use? Like language, frameworks? What do you use?
I try to using the React.
Oh, React.
because it can using React Native to make application for my mobile.
And where are you from?
Yeah, Android phone or iOS. Maybe it can. And you
I'm writing with Java, Spring Boot.
Spring Boot, Java.
Spring Framework.
So you are back-end engineer.
I don't think so. Now I'm writing full stack application.
Full stack. Okay. Full stack.
I'm writing Angular. No.
That seems difficult for me.
Difficult?
Difficult.
Lit code?
Yeah.
Why?
The back end need to know the structure in uh, no the data structure. Oh, I don't know what I say. Just
Oh, relax, man. Don't worry. Слезы ничего не дали. Ладно, ничего не изменил. Oh, mate, have a good time. Bye.
bye. FMP rev that current. Is possibility for new. I remove this partition and then change this use the with FFF and pick. Change this to use the new FFF. Change it. Let's do this. It's maybe work. It doesn't work. another concept and paragraph. I will to let FF and paragraph is top system unit. I'm able to find the subject output format for because you need to execute the sounds format. Documentation. How to become science. This walk but too slow. Too slow. 30 dB, and the duration is 5. If it is over 5 seconds, as we could count times. As it worked, I will give it a try. Try again. Science. Okay, let's wait a moment. Problem 4. So when we call this ffmpeg is the standard message. It's change message, so we can display. Restore. But I think these programs can work correctly by it processing this video to the end. So this is a part of the success in this project. And the next section, we maybe need to change this transpose. It's not the user provide the video in the front end. I want to change the client to provide the video and transfer to the backend. Then using the backend resource to processing this video. And cut the silence part. Maybe can let this project faster. You now Bye.